Ain't no place like low place. They call me the big dominant one. You understand me? Let me check my audio real quick. All right, that audio's good. Let's get into what we doing today. We just watching the Terence Crawford versus the Terence Crawford versus my guy. Who the hell is that? The Terence Crawford. Okay, my bad. Watching Terence Crawford versus Postol, assessing it like I did with Josh Taylor the other night. You know what I'm saying? Josh Taylor put on a show. Let's see what Terence Crawford does. Let's be fair. Let's see what Terence Crawford does. Let's just see. Let's see. Let's have a good time with this one. We're gonna get into the first round. All right, here we go. We getting the final instructions. Referee is Tony Weeks. You see if he's helping Terence Crawford more than most people get a little help in these fights. You know what I'm saying? All this hold and dold and shit. All right, we're gonna put this shit on 1080p. All right, we 1080, no, 720. That's all they got. All right, that's all he worth. This was a damn $70 pay-per-view, right? $70 pay-per-view put on by Top Rank. And let's see how much fun we have watching this card with a unification fight. And then this guy fights Victor Postol. Excuse me, Victor Postol first faces Josh Taylor a few fights later with only 12 fights. Go back and listen how impressed I was with Josh Taylor and the amazing things he was doing. Let's get it with Terence Crawford. All right, he comes out. Let's see what we got. Movement. He's on the back foot. On the back foot. Just moving. I recall going into the fight that they said Terence Crawford was going to attack this man like Floyd did Gotti. This was going to be a Floyd Gotti performance. And I thought so too. Going into it, I was like, yeah, Terence Crawford can do that. Let's see. Breaks his range on the right hand. Terence does. He's just feigning. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the round left. And he's just throwing jab to the body, looking for a jab here and there. Postol not much of a front foot fighter. So it's not much happening. Fill out round. I believe this is what it is. This is why it's so boring right now. Just a fill out round. That's all it is. Let's keep on discussing it. Just a fill out round. Postol feign Crawford on the move again. Just resetting. I don't even think it's been a power punch the whole round. 2 minutes remaining in the round. Ain't a power punch yet. It's okay. It's just a fill out round. Let's check it out. Let's see. Crawford, tongue out his mouth, moving, just moving. Postol looking long and rangy, looking like he's really engaged at any given time here. At least 2-3 good punches and see who has the better sequence. You know, try to fight in the sequence and actually get a fans a fight. Terence Crawford is just moving repeatedly. Okay, lands a jab over Postol's shoulder and retreats. Retreats more, bounce. Shockingly, no holds in the round. Terence Crawford's not holding him when pressure is being applied. Maybe because Victor's using a lot of mental pressure, long distance kind of pressure. He's not an inside fighter himself. All right, jab to the body on Crawford. I mean, round one's pretty tight. You know, there's not much going on with 1 minute remaining in the round. Terence Crawford just landed a hook, I believe. Let's see. Victor Postol overreaches with the first power shot. Crawford hits him with a counter jab and a left hand to the body. Came out in southpaw. I wonder what would have happened. See, what happens if Victor brings his feet with him after that combination instead of going right back in the range and being a long-range fighter and a long-range fighter only, unlike a Keith Thurman or a Spence who will continue to work in that same pocket they threw that punch out of. Victor Postol is really pushing him to the corners, making him stationary. Terence Crawford using the ring in a useless fashion sometimes. He gets stuck in the corners. Jab there from Postol. 30 seconds left in the round. You ain't seen much action. Postol gets him on the ropes, and Terence Crawford clinches him right away with a big looping right hand. Postol pushes him up against the ropes. Terence Crawford holds him around the back immediately. Postol trying to work in the clinch. Terence, they get out the clinch by themselves, but it's called wholeheartedly by Terence Crawford. That first one, after all this running, his only defense was a clinch. So, and he clinches him again. Waits on Tony Weeks and throws Tony punches when Tony Weeks get there. And round one is 10 seconds and it's over. It is over. Okay, nice right hand there from Postol, I believe, at the end of round one. I think it might have landed. We'll go back. Terence Crawford changes the level. No, it didn't land. And he holds him again for 3 rounds in round one of a fight where a guy's not even applying pressure to get close. He's actually just looking to throw his punch and get back to range. He says, why don't the PBC champions check? This isn't about that. We just assessing Terence Crawford and what's really his worth in the ring. We're trying to see if we really know who he is, if he answers questions, or if he defers to Victor Postol and says, I need to get the referee in here. That's what we're doing. That's all this is. All right. That's all this is. If anybody would like to hop on and speak it over a little bit, it'll be a good thing for you. Hop on. Feel free. Hit the thumbs up when you come in. Let's go into round two. Not much in round one. Don't know much about either fighter. You see the game plan as Terence Crawford to stay away, touch and go, hold and move. You know, just not boxing. Not much boxing. Just game plan type things. You know, not a game plan to catch and shoot, roll, slip. None of that. How dare TC not give his opponents any rounds, any control? How he wins decisively. It's shameful. Well, I'm just looking to see if I get a good fight. And if, you know, are there fighters out here that I know have opponents that would like to move and move and move, but they know how to cut the ring and they know how to fight on the inside and they know how to break clinches and know how to be physical, unlike a much skinnier Victor Postol. That's all I'm looking at. I mean, Josh Taylor, we watched him last night. Go listen to the breakdown of Josh Taylor. He could have been a bitch, you know what I mean? But he gave us a fight. Hooks, uppercuts, body shots. He gave us a phenomenal boxing showing, not movement and pussiness. That's what I'm seeing so far. But let's see if we continue to have pussiness. All right, second round, Terence still southpaw. 20 seconds in, no punches thrown, just movement. Terence doing all the movement. Yeah, but I was told this would be Gotti versus Mayweather, though. That's what I was told. Epic skill set of Terence Crawford would, you know, and all I'm seeing is I touch the jab on you and wait for a mistake, not cause any mistakes, not make you, not make you tired from me beating you up. Just wait and see if you get tired of playing cat and mouse in me. This is a $70 pay-per-view, by the way, people. Okay, clinch is called right away. Victor Postol says stop clinching me and hits him with a big left hook here in round two. Let's look at that again. That was good work from Postol. That's what you got to do to bitch fighters. Fighters that fight like bitches. You got to do that. They hold you. They cause clinches. You hold them back and you start hitting them with elbows. You start hitting them with all these shots. He lands 3 punches in the clinch and then a nice little left hook stepping out the clinch. It wasn't as heavy as I thought, but it was a pretty good shot nonetheless. So Victor Postol carrying around with that, so far, carrying around. Let's see what we got. I'm sure he's frustrated that he can't fight this dude because he trained 8 weeks, flew all the way around the damn world to get this fight. And okay, he just lands a nice jab and Terence Crawford holds him again. The first sign of trouble, he just touches him. He pops Terence Crawford's face, throws a right hand. Terence Crawford looks for a tackle. He's a hell of a cornerback, I tell you. He's a damn good cornerback. Terence Crawford will be a good cornerback, man. Really. Now he back movement. Postol likely going to give up the range and give him some shots. Terence misses with his own shots. He leaps in, throws a pawing jab, a very unskillful shot. Very, very unskillful. It was damn near a Wilder punch. I know people like to make fun of Wilder, but Terence Crawford just threw a Wilder. He just did it. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to tell y'all the timestamp in the round. I want y'all to watch it carefully if you don't mind. Okay, we're at 122 in round 2. Watch Terence Crawford throw a high five punch. He threw a high five punch. Terence Crawford, our pound for pound number 1. You guys say, threw a high five punch. Sad. You guys need to assess talent better, and you need to respect when boxing fans are telling you a guy's not fighting the best in the world. You just need to accept it and move on from it. Okay, just throw a high five punch. See what else we got here. You just threw an uppercut and then threw a left hook behind it from the southpaw position. Didn't land at all. Everything he's doing stops after his punch lands. He doesn't smother. He just goes right back. After his punch misses, he just go right back to running. He doesn't smother, slip, look to continue working and use the skill set you got. Victor just jabbed in the body. Terence paid him back with a straight left to the body, I believe. Victor Postol, I like what he's doing better, but he's not good enough to do it. This is not his game. Okay, he leads in. He brings you his chin. He throws the left to the body, the jab, and Terence Crawford gets the range he wants, and he hits him with a hook. The only real punch he's landed the whole damn round. And then he's on the other side of the ring running away, running away, running and running, running and running. No offense, no skilled offense, just looking for wide-ass shots. Just looking to make Victor Ortiz understand he's not in the fight. He's in the chase me right now. And people pay $70 for this, y'all. $70. And you think they're gonna do it again for Amir Khan? I don't know, man. I don't know. Another jab to the body for Postol. Postol hits him with a right uppercut. Hits him with a nice right uppercut. Terence Crawford counters him with a nice left hook after the uppercut. Knocked Postol off balance a little bit. Jab by Terence Crawford. He's coming forward. Victor ties him up. He comes forward when he felt he hurt him. Now the round's over. See, this is why you can't take advantage of the round, because Terence Crawford goes in to hurt him. You've shown you can hurt him, but you're going to come out in round 3 likely running from him again. That's my issue, people. You can hurt the man and you're running from him. Like, that's no confidence, bro. That's no confidence. That's not fan-friendly. It's not being skilled. It's being limited. It's being limited. Here we go. Here we go, round 3. Back on the back foot again, getting dictated to. We'll be on the ropes here in a second. If Victor Postol knew how to cut the ring off, he actually is not good at it. He's not that kind of fighter, but at the same time, he's not good on the inside. Terence Crawford could have used so many more things if he really has them than what he's using right here. Jab to the body. You just hurt the man, and in 30 seconds, you've thrown nothing but a jab to the body and moved more than 60 fucking steps this whole damn round already. It was nothing but a clinch fest between two guys. Running, chasing the clinch fest, knocked down every now and then. Fucking horrible. This is what I'm seeing so far. I mean, 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the round, and Terence is doing nothing but moving after he just hurt him. Just threw another high five Wilder punch. Not much to assess. Just about a bunch of bouncing. Keep away. A lot of keep away. I'm gonna go sleep. Oh, Victor hits him with a nice jab and a nice right. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. If Terence Crawford would have engaged with him, he might have got his ass whooped. He might have got his ass beat. That's why he didn't. We're in round 3, and Victor throws a jab at 152 in the round. Nice jab. Pushes Terence completely back. Terence hooks around his head and pulls his head to the corner. Victor turns around and lights Terence up with a right hand. Lights him up, and Terence misses wildly with his own left hook, and Victor Postol slips his left hook. You keep saying clinch fest, but I ain't heard you say Crawford was clinching. Yes, because he was running more than clinching. When he can't run from you, when you apply chest to chest pressure on Terence Crawford, like you cut the distance. Victor Postol, understand boxing. Let me get you to understand boxing. Victor Postol, he's a little bit of a clincher himself, right? That's when you get close. So what does that mean? He doesn't want to be close. He wants to fight at an arm length every now and then. Well, most of the part. So his pressure is keep you on the end of my punches kind of pressure, and that's not normally who he is. So Terence Crawford has him using his feet, but when I'm tired of watching this. I'm yawning. I'm sorry, people. This is not playing. But when Molina gets to Terence Crawford, he wants to be right up on him. Oh, I'm gonna hold the shit out you. I'm gonna hold the shit out you, and that's what he did. But as we go on, we'll get more clinches. Molina's winning this round so far, by the way. I mean, excuse me, Postol is. Terence Crawford just leaped in with a jab, pawing jab that he's missing because he doesn't want to be in range. And all he's doing is looking for a counter right hook that's pretty soft around the damn guard. And he's sweeping out. Victor hit him with a jab, and he hit Postol with a left hook. And Postol turned him again and looked for that same right hand. Jab to the body, Postol. It's not much going on here. And this is a round after Terence has hurt him. And, oh, nice right hand to the body by Victor Postol. Pushed Terence Crawford back right into the ropes. He's playing around. He's just moving and moving. See, Postol doesn't press the action. If he threw 3 or 4 punches and kept his technique, Terence Crawford would hold him. He'd hold him. But he doesn't press action. He looks for a perfect shot. And that's just who he is. But at the same time, Terence Crawford's supposed to be better in so many areas. Well, he just really outboxed Terence Crawford right here. Round 3, with about 55 seconds left in the round, Terence Crawford looks for an uppercut out of range. Victor Postol counters him with a right uppercut of his own up across his head, then pops a jab right in his face. Terence Crawford looks for a jab. Victor Postol parries it. And he pushing Crawford back again with jab. Crawford come forwards a little bit, not landing anything. It's a Postol round so far. Crawford will have to do something big to take it, but he can't get in range. I think he just landed a leaping left, straight left. Shoots this uppercut from out of range. Postol doesn't counter it. Crawford steps in a bit with a touching left. Not much on it. Very boring fight, people. Not much skill here. Just jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, get hit, don't. Terence Crawford just threw a big rabbit punch. Victor led with the jab, touched him a little bit. Terence Crawford went to the body, might have caught him, might have caught an elbow. Then he threw a big rabbit punch to him. Held him and threw a big rabbit punch. Turned him around, threw a rabbit punch. Dirty fighter, man. If you give him the chance, he's a dirty fighter. He holds a lot, man. But Victor's not applying that kind of pressure to do it. Nice left jab and left hook from Victor Postol with about 16 seconds left in the round. He steps on the Terence, pops his head back. Terence just covers up. Victor keeps it. Look, he has no great counters. He has none of this shit when you keep your technique, when you got one leg. You know what I mean? He just takes the work. He takes the work. Now, oh, Victor with another big right hand at the end of the 3rd round. He's kicking his ass. Terence looks for a slip, leaves his head wide open. Victor clocks him with a big right hand. Terence Crawford laughing. Yeah, you got hit in the face, and then you just got your face jabbed off. Again, Victor Postol won the 3rd round pretty damn big, people. All right, let's see the adjustments he made because he's getting beat up. Let's see what the adjustment is. Does he close the distance with the longer arm fighter? Does he start to keep up a guard like Josh Taylor? Does he start to get undershots? What would Terence Crawford do different after that devastating 3rd round of big punches that we just called? What will he do different? Push low place off the swing at school. Low place cool apart from when we talk about Crawford. I'm just judging the fight, man. Judging the fight. Low place. Let's see what we got. LP adapts as he goes along. I'm just calling the fight. So you commend Keith for running. No. Keith didn't hold, bro. Keith let you throw punches. Keith throw punches back. Keith threw 900 punches on the move. Go look at the stats. Terence Crawford isn't throwing punches. This is the problem. This is a very boring fight. This is not showing your boxing skill at all. This is just showing that you move a lot and you question yourself a lot to me. Now, when the fighters get better, what the fuck are you gonna do when they can answer the question of your movement? That's all I'm asking. And people get so upset with low plays. Why? I want to get the best fights for you all. I want to know. Let's answer some comments. Wilder and Crawford, I think. Postol spooked himself because he thought Crawford was going to run, so he negated his own advantage. He did run. He did run. That was the game plan. He said, yeah, it was boring. It was very boring. And all I'm asking is why, when some people said this would be Mayweather versus Gotti, and when it's not Mayweather versus Gotti, you excuse it. You excuse the performance. You're okay with it still. Low Place wants to know, why is he underperforming? Why does Josh Taylor have 12 fights when he fights Victor Postol, and he's doing way more boxing? He's doing way more fighting. Josh Taylor is showing way more impressive things. Go listen to my coverage of that fight. It's the last video I did, I believe. No, it says Josh Taylor showed Terence Crawford how to fight like a man. And now we're seeing Terence Crawford fight like he is not a man. But we're going to keep going. Here we go. Round 4. Let's see the adjustment. More movement. See, understand, round 3, he stood his ground a little bit more. And didn't hold when Postol got close, and he got clipped a lot. So let's see what the adjustment is in round 4. All right. Trying to commit to the jab. Not landing in much. Moving. And I think Postol got his attention in that 3rd round, really, with that right hand at the bell. Terence got hit by a jab and went straight on back. Postol's complaining about low blows. He basically has Terence at the end of his punches, and Terence, like in the fight he had with the dude with the fucked up leg, Benavidez, he refuses to step inside and stay there and just work with his hand speed, his catches, shoots, his rolls, and his counters. He's not that educated or skilled. Victor Ortiz, Victor lands the jab up across his head. Terence Crawford throws a low blow and a right hook that Victor's not in range for, and the referee warns Terence for the low blow. That's his first low blow. He's throwing a rabbit punch, and we'll see if he follows it up with a lot of holding later. I can't remember how this went. It was so boring, people. Let me tell you how boring this fight was. I bought it, and I felt like I owned it. I was like, nah, fuck this shit. This is mine. I put it on my YouTube, and I got flagged for the shit, right? It was like, nah. I was like, man, fuck y'all. This shit should be free for everybody. This bullshit. All right, he just parried a Postol jab. He's on the move. He's on the move again. He won't stand his ground, look for his shots. He's just looking for Postol to get tired of him running and make mistakes and get a little desperate. But I could see Postol winning 2 and 3. I'm definitely 3. He won 3 for sure. A 2 toss-up type thing. I don't think it's no blowout. Nice shot. See, when they say Terence Crawford's a dog, this is what I question. All right. Victor Postol's on the front foot this whole fight, right? And we're at 154 in round 4. He gets hit with a left hook over the top by Postol. He hits Postol with a straight left counter because Postol didn't keep his technique at all. Postol smiles at him, opening his mouth, said, come on, like a fucking pirate. Start walking him down. Looking to fight. Terence Crawford, sweep hook, get out of there. Okay, now they're in the pocket a little bit, but he's showing that he doesn't have the skill in the pocket. He just threw a left hook with his palms. You know what I'm saying? A backhanded left hook with his palm, and now it's no more action. It should have kept it up. You just hit him. Go ahead, go to work, man. Go to work if you're really skilled. You're not going to hit Errol Spence one time and this motherfucker quit coming to you and quit popping his jab at you and you celebrate your work. And then you start having to reach for body shots. Now we're in the clinch. Headbutt from Crawford. Punches in the clinch from Crawford being dirty. Headbutted him, popped his head up, and then threw punches right in his nose. In the clinch. Trying to counter Postol now. One shot and get out of there, basically. Just a lot of back foot boxing. With very few punches. Counter for counter kind of fight. Not counter the counter and then get more and you try to fight. It's not a sequence fight at all. Postol with a jab there. Nice jab from Crawford. He taps and he runs. Right? Postol comes in with his own jab. Crawford counters him with one, throws a right hook that kind of gets there from Postol. And Crawford's on the move again. Every 2 or 3 punches, motherfuckers moving. Too much movement. Too much waste of time. I thought this was Floyd Gotti. I did, y'all. I even predicted this man was going to dart on Postol. Said Postol gives us too much of a target. He fights too high. But Terence Crawford wasn't athletic enough to keep cutting the range. And that's why he quit. He wanted to leap in and Postol be there, and he get off 3 punches like he did with Benavidez. Right jab, left hand, right hook to the body. The same combination he threw versus Benavidez all night. And then he scoot out to his right. Benavidez couldn't break range. If he could break range, he might have beat Terence Crawford. Honestly, he would have just been able to hit him with jabs every time he did that dumb shit because he was percolating with that jab. Victor Postol just kind of getting out the fight. Terence throwing wild punches. Looks for the jab. Postol goes around his head. He clips Postol with a right hook. Little amateur shit, basically. Seeing some amateur shit. I'm seeing just amateur fighting at this point. We get close enough to throw hooks and we put our head down. That's what I'm seeing. Throughout history, some Hall of Fame fighters had boring fights. Your trolling is kind of useless when it comes to Crawford. Not really funny anymore. I'm not being funny. I'm assessing how is this pound for pound talent. How is it? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I don't think Victor Postol is the best in the world, and you're submitting to not being in a good fight with him. Punching on the break, different things like that. When Josh Taylor has 12 fights and he comes and he outperforms you versus the same guy. He outperformed you. I scored that fight last night like 10 rounds to 2 for Taylor. He beat the shit out of Postol. He was just throwing harder shots. He was doing everything better. But we'll keep on assessing this fight. We'll see if it gets any better. We'll see if Terence Crawford actually shows us, hey, I slipped under. I kept working. I slipped outside. I worked. I kept working. We'll see. Or is it just you swing, I swing, and who get there first? Because even his knockdown coming out here in the 4th round is going to be I swing, you swing. Who get there first? He gets the foot position. He throws a right hook. He lands a little bit around the back of the head. Let's see where it lands. Postol falls on one knee. Check left hook for a guy, just making a mistake. A guy that normally not a front foot fighter gives you the mistake, puts it on the platter, you get it. Do you follow it up? Let's see. 5th round. He just got the knockdown. And he is not punching. He's actually just held for no absolute reason. Postol's been throw a jab. He's spinning and he just picked Postol up for no absolute reason and spun him around, picked him up on his shoulder, and he's laughing about it. That's the 4th dirty thing he's done. He's throwing the low blow. May not have been intentional, but the punching on the break was definitely horrible. The punch on the break where Week stepping in, he throws his glove up in his face. That was a pretty bad one. The spin around he just did, that was fucking stupid. He's laughing about it. And the rabbit punch he threw that he got one for. I mean, come on, man. Tony Weeks, clean the fight up, bro. Clean the fight up. And the man's running the whole fight. Clean the fight up. Let's see. He just got the knockdown, and we're like 40 seconds away from that. He ain't throwing a punch again. And this is what a dog is to y'all. I'm sorry. I assessed Josh Taylor last night, like I said, and Josh Taylor showed me what a dog was versus Postol. He fought like a fucking dog. I scored the fight 10 rounds to 2. Flat out. Well, we know Postol isn't as good fighter, neither a fun fighter. Well, hey, you see what Adonis fought like a dog with fun fighter. With no running. It was beat your ass. And if you can take it, you can take it. That's what I want to see with Terence Crawford. If you're the best in the world, give people a chance to actually be great with you. Not running and bullshitting in your prime. You're in your prime and you're running from Victor Postol. He's not even a knockout artist, man. Josh Taylor, 12 fights in, took the fight to this dude, beat him up. Victor Postol was fucking weak as shit in the late rounds because he got beat up all night. I don't know how people had to fight so close. All right, this is good boxing from Terence Crawford right here. Hasn't thrown a punch for a full minute, but this is what he does. Postol, like I said, he brings his chin with his punches. Unfortunately, that's his biggest issue. And he's not a front foot fighter. He's really not. He's not meant to put his weight on his front foot. He brings his chin. Crawford, let's see where he slipped. Not much he did, but we'll see. Okay, Postol throws the right hand. Crawford catches the right hand. It's southpaw orthodox, and he counters with a straight left. Knocks Postol off balance, and he hurts him. Postol goes down. His gloves touch. Right. These are mistakes that the best in the world don't make. And that's all you're looking for is him to give you mistakes. It's the same thing I said about Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. During that knockout, I didn't see boxing skill from Deontay Wilder. I saw a complete and utter stupid mistake from Luis Ortiz. And Deontay Wilder finally took advantage. Crawford took advantage way quicker than Deontay Wilder did. Luis Ortiz had to stumble and fall over his feet for Deontay Wilder to finally be able to stumble over his own feet and then throw the damn punch. Crawford took advantage of it right away because let's be honest, he's more skilled than Deontay Wilder. But for you all to say best in the world when all he's depending on is maybe a B-level fighter in Postol to make mistakes, I can't do that when a 12-0 prospect is going in there and he's pulling mistakes out of Postol. He's pulling the fight from him. He's beating him up. I can't do that. I can't call you the best in the world. Sorry. Or nowhere near it. Now, he got the knockdown, and once again, he's throwing no more punches. He's throwing no more punches. He's letting Postol dictate if I survive or not. Going backwards. Patting with the lead glove. Southpaw orthodox pads. Minute left in the round. Still no punches. This was a horrible fight. I mean, the fans, you get the knockdown, and fans are sitting right back down. I mean, Postol was just scattering around the ring. I'm going back to it because I'm going to see if the fans even got up when you knocked him down. Let's see. All right, a few get up. Okay, some get up in the back. They get up. Now they want to stay on their feet. Is he going to go? Is he going to go? That's what you want to know. Is he going to go? You got people on their feet. You got people on their feet. Let's see. Fight starts back out. It's a minute 29 in the fight. By a minute, all these people are sitting back down because Terence Crawford throws no fucking punches. And this is against Victor Postol, who you've heard already. Josh Taylor beat the shit out of Postol. Now you're running and holding after you hurt him. He throws a jab at you. You duck, you reach around, grab his back. Then you straighten your arms out like, I ain't doing it. Come on, man. Gotta be better than this, Terence. Gotta be better. If you really gonna tell me you the best welterweight in the world, people ducking you, man, your skill set don't require you to be ducked. It don't require it. And you didn't go over there to PBC where the competition is in your weight division because you want to fight this level of fighter. You want to fight Benavidez again. You want that shit. You want Benavidez to get a little solid win and you put that shit on again. Look, 20 seconds remaining. He still ain't throwing a damn punch. Not a meaningful one. Not anything meaningful. He just threw a straight left. See if it lands. Let's see if Victor Postol gave him a mistake again. He throws his jab. He puts his chin out. He pulls back. Terence missed the lefts, and Terence falls off balance. He's missing all his counters. Now they on the inside a little bit. They both get the fuck out of there. Victor Ortiz. Why I keep calling this man Victor Ortiz? Victor Postol. See. Gets hit with an uppercut while Terence pulls his head down on the inside. Yeah, neither one of them landing shit. Just sloppy fighting. It's like Terence an amateur, man. He's a fucking amateur, bro. He didn't fight like a fucking amateur. Let's be real. Terence fight like an amateur, dog. Like it ain't no high guard. It's just like ain't no high guard catch. Get under. You know what I'm saying? Working, slip high. It's none of that. It's just wide ass shots, bro. It's wide ass shots with his head dug low. Tucking my chin, get out of here. Let me close my eyes type punches. That's what I'm seeing, dog. That's what I'm seeing. And y'all telling me this is the best in the world. No way. Now that where he hurt him with that right hand, they showing a replay. Now this was good of him. He caught with the left glove, but then he exposed his entire chin, dropped his entire chin. He took a punch, but he got there with Postol first, and Postol was off balance, and he hurt him a little bit. Postol's a bit chinny. We know that. He been down, been hurt by Selkirk Aiden, Josh Taylor been dropping him. He's a bit chinny. But it was a good shot nonetheless. It's the best boxing move he did in all the 3 rounds. But at the same time, if you're going to be called the best in the world, that's a pretty basic boxing move. That's something that you know the best in the world should be doing, you know, quick, fast in a fight. Let's see. What else we got? While he watching the crowd sit down. I'm just telling you, he's Low Play spends his days making videos hating Crawford. There's more to life. I'm not hating. I'm addressing what fighters are doing and what I think is a skill set. If I go in there and I box right now, I want to look more like Josh Taylor. I want to actually be performing moves and not just moving around the ring waiting on somebody else. What if nobody gives you a mistake? What happens then? What happens then if the mistake is not laid in your hand? If you're Elaytor Alvarez, Kovalev laid the fight in your hand the first time. He gave you a mistake. What happened the next time when he didn't give it to you? When Kovalev didn't give you the mistake to what next time, what happened? Got your ass beat, didn't you? Yeah, that's what happened. So don't you guys tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Battle Hub and they're trying to talk to his alter ego to prove it ain't him. We know it's you, dog. All right, here we go. Round 6. Terence back on the move. If I wasn't commentating this shit, I would have rolled over and took a nap. No lie, bro. Back on the move. He's used the whole fucking ring within 20 seconds of the fight. No punches, either party. Man. Throw some punches, bro. 2:30 left in the round. Under 2:30, no punches. Just jabs, just taps. That ain't landing. Terence ain't stopped moving yet. I give him this. He got some good stamina in his feet. I mean, I just don't know if it's there when he throwing punches. And oh, nice right hand by Postol. I think he got countered there too. Stepped in with a nice jab right on Terence's chin. Terence just opened up. No defensive move. No kind of slip. Head right up in the air. Right hand hits him. And he hits Postol with the wrist of a right hook on the neck. And he might have hurt Postol with it a little bit. That kind of shit can hurt. Postol got the better of the exchange with the gloves, though, with the hands. Terence landed a forearm, which is not a landing punch. But my issue is if his defense is so good, why do you get hit with a 1-2? You know what I mean? On the back foot while you're moving. That's not good defense. Taylor versus Crawford would have been interesting. I think Taylor can get there and push Terence Crawford the fuck out for him and beat him up. I don't think Terence Crawford's that good. At first, I was thinking myself, nah, Terence Crawford hold too much. I don't want to see Taylor even have to deal with that shit. But Taylor's so physical, he might just beat him the fuck up and push him the fuck off of him. Terence can't land shots. He's just throwing these loopy wide punches again because he don't know how to cut the range. He can't fight with his hands up. He cannot come forward with his hands up. He's not comfortable doing it. All he is a mover with a one-handed defense on his chin. He does not have a come forward game versus an elite or B+ level fighter. He doesn't have it. He didn't have it versus Benavidez. He just does not have it. This man couldn't walk Keith Thurman or Earl Spence down if he wanted to. No, he can't. He get led in the traps by Sean Porter. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. All right, now what's his defense to this 1-2 from Postol? Actually, it's a 1-4 kind of combination. Straight left hand. Straight jab, right hook. Okay, so he jumps in, lands the jab, and the right hook. Terence gets under it, and he basically holds up from there. That's the best he has, man. That's the best he has. Or he's going to try to catch it with that one glove defense that he has. He's not landing shots here in this 6th round. 6 rounds, the Postol round so far. Only one landing punch. Now that's a right hook from Terence, nothing on it. What does he do again? Same basic defense. Postol keeps making the mistake of leading with the right hook. Lead with your jab. He can't defend it. And don't give him your chin. He can't defend it. He sucks defending the jab. He sucks. Terence Crawford has one of the worst jab defenses in boxing. Ask Benavidez about it. Okay? Postol once again lead with the right hand. He takes his head off the line, but he brings it right over his lead foot, and he doesn't move it nowhere but back. Terence Crawford hits him with a counter, little jab hook kind of punch. Not much on it, but his only really clean punch of the round. Here we go. Nothing much here at all. Terence once again leaping in with shots, and Postol just can break the range because he doesn't have horrible Benavidez legs, but he's not breaking it with a jab. Break it and pump your jab. No punch landing there for Crawford still. Throws the left hook, but he throws it around the back. He's getting a lot of these left hook, right hooks that he's throwing, hitting the back of the head too. And Postol's reacting weirdly to him, but they're not clean. They're back of the head punches, bro. Right in the clinch after Postol wobbled. The guy wobbled from punching the back of the head. You clinching him. Man, I had so much fun. Look, I'm stopping this shit, y'all. I can't do it, man. This shit put me to sleep, bro. Look, I had a lot of fun judging Josh Taylor's performance, right? I had a lot of fun calling it because he actually fought. He put on a boxing performance. There was a lot of slipping of hooks, countering with his own hook, a lot of catch and shoots, a lot of upper body movement to get a new angle to let off more punches, a lot of slips to the left hand when in southpaw position and countering the straight right hand of Postol or the right hook of Postol. It was so much more on the table that I can judge. And when a fighter doesn't put something on the table for me to judge, I don't understand why guys are upset when I don't judge the little things he puts on the table, the little amount, when I could be looking at a table full of things and I can say I actually know what a guy brings to the table. Terence did nothing in this fight. He did nothing amazing in this fight. This was a sparring session. All right, no inside work sparring session. Make sure you throw 1 or 2 punches only and get back on your feet and get your legs prepared. Kind of sparring session. That's what I'm watching. And my face is drooping. I'm getting tired. I'm getting sleepy. This is worthless. This is pointless. He said, how bad the life got to be to constantly make videos of hate for men that don't even know you. I'm just assessing boxing. Why are people so upset with me assessing boxing? He said Crawford has some of the best skills in the game. You can break his style down if you only looking at this fight. What other fights? You want me to look at Gamboa where he has such a reach advantage that, you know, Gamboa has to make mistakes to come in, and he's not a guy that can put his hands up either and cut the range. I mean, I just feel like he's had mistakes laid in his hand, and he took advantage of them. But my question is, what about the fighters that don't give you mistakes, but every 2 rounds, but every 30 seconds, they give you a mistake every other 2 minutes maybe, but they're punching you through these mistakes. What you going to do then? Because you're definitely not going to put your high guard up and start walking them down because you're learning bum beating tactics. You won't make that adjustment because if you had that in you, you would have went in here and dominated these dudes. If you had actual darting skills, like Floyd Mayweather versus Gotti, like they said you were going to do, you would have landed way more straight lefts to the body, right hooks on you. You would have landed double straight lefts, but he can't do it. He can't do it. I'm just assessing boxing. I'm tired of you guys in this fake ass hater comment. I'm really tired of it. We're assessing boxing, and I'm not liking what I see. He's not landing clean punches. He loads up on every punch because, you know, he don't know if he gonna get something else. He doesn't know. Because he can't go create it, so I got to load up on all these counters for the most part. And if Victor Postol doesn't give you the mistake, what do you do? When Kovalev refused to give Alvarez, look at Postol, like, I'm done chasing you, man. Like it's like the round is over that I'm in. Okay, on the video, it's 2:15, 25:15 on the video. And I believe I'm in the end of round 6. Postol, like, man, I'm done chasing your ass. He just stopped. He just stopped. Like, I'm just done chasing you. This is not a fight. I prepared to come fight. I prepared to trade punches, slip. I prepared to trade boxing skill. And at the end of the 6th round, he just said, no, thank you. This shit is boring. And I agreed. I was just like, damn, man. Shit, whack. So let's watch round 7, and I'm going to call it a day because I can't do this. And I got to make a run anyway. Oh, my God. Sloppy left hook. Sloppy lead hook, I mean. Just shifting on the back foot, pivots, back foot, 230 in the fight. 7th round, he ain't threw a punch. 227, and he just leaped in with the. If Postol just threw a jab, he would have popped his face up. He just leading in with these amateur punches, man. Amateur ass punches. This was at like 220 in the 7th round, a little bit before 220. Nothing but amateur shots. Look at his fight with Prescott. Oh my God, Prescott, stop it. Look at him turning Felix Diaz. Diaz don't cut the ring. Diaz is a fucking midget. He's a midget. And when he told Terence Crawford come forward after hitting Crawford a few times, Crawford shook his head. Hell no. Shit, nah. I ain't gonna keep you at the end of my punches. I make too many fucking mistakes to do that. Terence Crawford will give you his chin too much. Ndongo's offense. Ndongo, who basically jumps in the catcher's mitt to throw his punches, he basically jumps right into the offense. Oh my God. Terence has a terrible offense. I gotta say it. His offense is terrible. Only good thing is he's ever done to me in his career is counter guys that make mistakes. Harsh mistakes that the best in the world won't give you. He's not an elite fighter. He's not elite. He doesn't have it to be. I question his offense and his defense. If you don't give him the mistake, you're going to take him out of his comfort zone, which means he's going to leave that chin up eventually. And you're going to be winning rounds by landing 4 shots. If he keep fighting like this, all you got to do is land 4 big shots. And if Postol can land 2 around, you got 4 of you a better fighter. If Keith Thurman is going to throw 5 punches on the front foot in combination, he's going to hit Terence Crawford several times. And he don't make many mistakes to where you're just countering the shit out of him. Man, 7th round, this dude ain't doing nothing but moving. Man, it's a minute 15 in the fucking round. I ain't called shit. I gotta go, bro. Like, this dude boring as fuck, man. This shit whack. Y'all niggas, man, something wrong with y'all. Big up in this shit. Something wrong with y'all. Whew. Man, I almost fucking yawned and died, bro. Like, look, let me call this one quits, man. Prescott and Dongo, midget Felix Diaz. Get out of here with that stupid comment. Yeah, that's some whack ass shit. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get a little 10-minute nap in or something. I actually gotta put some clothes on to make a run, but y'all take it easy, man. Ain't no place like low place, man. I don't do nothing but keep it for real. I better not see Errol Spence, Keith Thurman resort to this kind of boxing. I'm gonna look at them and say, you in your prime. Maybe when you're 35 years old, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take it easy, your joints hurt and all this, and this all you can do. Okay, baby. Not when they call you the best in the world and you supposed to be 28 years old fighting a dude that's overmatched. But it is what it is. Ain't no place like low place, and I'm out.